Hello my dudes, welcome back, hope we are well. Today is the day. Today's the day. It's time to talk about spoilers! Man, do I have a lot of shit to say. As usual, this is gonna be less a review and more of just like stream of consciousness ranting about everything that happened in Rise of Skywalker. I always try to have some form of organization, but then, you know, the rage takes over and we just end up in a whole other place. We'll see where we go today. Okay, I don't really know where to start. I have a list on my phone. It's just gibberish, really. Okay, so the first thing I want to talk about, this is not going to be in any order whatsoever because I literally just like word vomited into my phone. And there's a lot of caps lock, just like button smashing, and what the fuck in all caps appears several times. So that's where I'm at mentally. Elephant in the room. Rey Palpatine. What? I personally loved that Rey came from nothing. I know a lot of people have a lot of feelings about Last Jedi. That's fine. You're entitled to your opinion. Personally, I thought it was cool. It was inspiring. It was like, Rey came from nothing and she's still a badass motherfucker. As a person that also feels like nothing, that is inspiring to me. And then too many people complained, being like, what? We've been waiting all this time to learn where she came from and she came from nothing? Lame. And so instead of being like, oh, well, you know, this is the story we chose to go with, fuck you, they instead were like, oh no, the fans don't like it. I guess we have to change it and make her somebody. Let's throw Palpatine in there. He's cool. Everybody likes him. Throw in that nostalgic fan service. It's gonna be great. Why? There was no need. I just have more questions now. Totally retcon the entire meaning of the second movie. Just, like, the whole moral of the story was that you don't have to be anybody to be somebody. But now it's like, well, actually, she is somebody. And it's just confusing. And, like, if you're gonna go that route, give me evil Rey. You know? That tiny moment where she had the double-sided lightsaber and looked like a badass motherfucker? Sign me up for that movie. Let's watch that. I want to watch her spiral into evilness. That'd be so cool. Like, if we were going that direction, maybe I would have been okay with her being a Palpatine. Maybe. But what was the point? What was the point? Why was he there? Why? Not to mention, Palpatine felt incredibly disconnected from everything else in this movie. Did anyone even know he was down there? Like, why? For a movie that's so obsessed with answering questions, I still have a lot of fucking questions. You know, Snoke dying was kind of cool. It was like, well, shit, I didn't see that coming. Now what? Oh, well, Palpatine's just gonna swing in and fix that. Why? What was the point of anything? Why was Snoke a clone, by the way? How was Palpatine alive? Other questions to consider. What was Finn gonna tell Rey? That he's in love with her? They never really cleared that up. Like, I'm pretty sure that's what it was. And I hate it. Why is Rey suddenly like god tier level Jedi? Why does Finn kind of have the Force? Never answered that question. What the fuck is Lando about to do with that chick? That was kind of creepy. That was just like a cringe-worthy setup for a potential new Star Wars franchise. Thanks for that. Nobody cares. Lando did pretty much nothing in this movie. Also, can we just like back up? Please explain to me how Rey is a Palpatine. How is she Emperor Palpatine's granddaughter? Who was Palpatine fucking? Can we just... Anybody? Who is her grandmother? Who is that sad woman that sunk so low? I mean, you can't just tell me something like that and then not tell me how we got there. How? Let's take it to the next elephant in the room, shall we? So this is the part that truly read like a bad fan fiction. Okay, so Kylo Ren, I really loved his storyline. That was the only thing I liked about this movie. I felt like it was slightly rushed to the point where it wasn't as believable as it could have been. Towards the end, it was just like very rapidly like, oh, I'm suddenly a good guy. Which I like that he got to that point, but I think it could have been smoother how he got there. But anyway, I really like that. I think the coolest scene, the best scene that made me give this a 2 out of 5 and not a 1 out of 5 is the scene when Rey puts her lightsaber behind her back and like Force gives it to Ren. Like that was cool. I'm gonna admit it, that was really fucking cool. I got chills. I was like, yes! I love Kylo Ren, I love Rey, I love their weird dynamic, it's so fucking cool! Or at least I thought it was until, you know, You know what I'm about to talk about, don't ya? I don't know why I just turned into a Minnesotan. Don't you know? Don't get me wrong. In my weird, like, fantasizing brain, I've always shipped Reylo. You know, Rey and Kylo. In my brain has always been like, oh, wouldn't it be cute if they, like, fell in love? But, you know, that's just my, like, messed up, guilty pleasure fetish brain. You know, that's all it was. I didn't think that they would actually do it. Just because it's a weird fantasy in my brain doesn't mean it actually makes sense. Why are you kissing? What is happening? And it was also like, it was so painful to watch because you just knew it was about to happen, you know? You just like, he brought her back to life, which was cool. That was neat. Like the scene where she saves him was good. He felt a lot of things. And then the scene where he brings her back to life was like very emotional, I guess. And you know, I was feeling it. I was like, wow, they really love each other. You know, they're trying to help each other out and this is cool character development. And then she like wakes up and she looks at him and he looks at her and they're like staring deeply, lovingly into each other's eyes and I'm like, no, don't you do it, don't you fucking do it. And then they do it! Why? Ow. I sprained my ankle yesterday walking out of this movie. That's how much this movie fucking hurt me. I feel like they tried to give us everything we want or everything that they thought that we wanted. Cause yeah, like a lot of people on the internet ship Reylo. Like there's a lot of weird fan art and that's fine, that's what happens. But you don't actually do the thing. You just let that exist on its own and you know, it's there for people to consume if they want to. It doesn't actually make sense. It's just happened really fast. I don't get it. But they just tried to give us everything we want. Like Leia with a lightsaber? Fuck yeah. I've always wanted that. But it wasn't even cool. They just like threw it in there. Just like, well, just toss that in because people want to see it. But it wasn't done the way it should have been done. What the hell was that? The way Leia died? No, I've got beef. She deserved better. She deserved fucking whole big emotional scene. You know, I wanted to cry. I wanted to cry over Leia's death. That's emotional. I didn't cry. I felt nothing. She just sits there, says the name Ben, and then just fucking disappears. You don't do Princess Leia dirty like that. The only part that I felt anything is when Chewie found out that she died and he just loses it. I was like, oh my god, I'm hurting inside. That got me. That got me a lot. But what the hell? What was the point? First of all, I don't really fully understand what happened. She just kind of like said his name and he froze and then Rey stabbed him, but then Rey healed him for some reason. Like, if you're gonna heal him, why'd you stab him in the first place? Like, I guess it was sort of a weird, like, eye-opening experience for him. But I don't think anyone knew that it was gonna be that. Maybe Leia did? I don't know. I just have a lot of questions. I did love C-3PO and R2-D2. Like, their bromance lives forever. I love it. When C-3PO lost his memory, I got a little sad. I was a little emotional. But then it was kind of funny, and then he got it back, and that was the greatest scene in the whole movie. And when R2 says that they're best friends, my heart. Finn is a thing that I talked about a little bit in my spoiler-free trailer. I don't really get what they were trying to do with Finn. He had a lot of potential to be something really cool. He has the Force, which no one talks about, but he definitely has the Force. It's very obvious. Why can't we elaborate on that? I would like to know why. Where's this going? That never gets explored. He used to be a stormtrooper. That's really cool. He's vibing with this new chick whose name I can't remember, who was briefly introduced and then forgotten about. I'm not even sure why she was in the movie, but he vibed with her. She used to be a stormtrooper. That's cool. I'd like that to be explored, maybe. He had so much potential to be something so cool, and he's just so bland. He's also kind of a player in this film, in this whole trilogy. You know, he's like hardcore crushing on Rey, frantically screaming her name any chance he gets. There's also some like weird lingering sexual tension between him and Rose, who, by the way, they did Rose dirty in this movie. Where is she? Then he's also clearly vibing with this new chick. I just don't. Finn is all over the place. You're like a college freshman virgin meeting cute girls for the first time. You're just like, I love all of you. Get it together, man. Also, why didn't Rey give Kylo Leia's lightsaber? She gave him Luke's lightsaber? Why? Why wouldn't you give him Leia's? Doesn't that make more sense? I'm just angry, you know? I know it's just a movie, but so many people identify, like, heavily with this series. It's a part of a lot of people. It's a part of me. I love Star Wars. And this trilogy is just a mess. And I hate it because it has so much potential. There are so many awesome things about this series and even about this movie. It has some tiny bits that are awesome. There's just so much garbage on top of it that I can't even appreciate it, and it's just, I'm just mad. Oh, another thing. General Hux. He was like a cool character, very obviously a bad guy, evil intentions, evil motivations, very clear. He's a spy now, he's a good guy. What was the point of that? I'm sorry, what? That was like the most shoehorned plot twist for the sake of a plot twist, for the sake of progressing the plot, for no other reason, and then just like immediately forgotten. What the fuck was the point of that? There's so much of that in this movie. So many like random changes and just like, oh, well, you know, it's actually not that, it's this, and let's just move right past that, and maybe if we go fast enough, people won't realize how ridiculous that is. What? Gah! I need to like breathe and sit down and just, I think that's all I have to say right now. I kind of need to let this simmer. I have a lot of rage. If you want to talk about this in depth with me, come on over to our Discord chat room. The link is in the doobly-doo. If you become a patron, doesn't matter what level patron, you'll be invited to the chat room where we are talking in depth about this movie. And I'm sure I have a million more things to say that I have forgotten about because I'm just clouded in this fog of anger. That's all I got. Thanks for watching. I'm Sibkoza. Let me know what you guys thought about this movie in the comments below. I'm very curious what people have to say about it. It's kind of a mixed bag. It's a lot of things being thrown around. So tell me what you thought. Let's talk about it. Should we form a support group? I think we're all hurting. We're all in need. Whew, okay, that's all I got. Thanks for watching. Bye. Fuck you! My microphone died. I apologize. Just noticed it now. Bye!